Yes, Charles Frizzola, Deputy County Attorney for the Sheriff's Department.
Michael Lordy, Kitchen Supervisor.
Okay. Just tell us a little bit about the contract.
This is for paper goods for the Correctional Center. There was an issue with the dishwasher in terms of getting some of the normal silverware to the Correctional Center. So we need paper products for the Correctional Center, and this is a contract for the paper products.
Any questions? Thank you. Fire Marshal E40, 2023, Locality Media, Inc. Hello, Chief.
Hello, how are you?
Okay.
Mike Utaro, Chief Fire Marshal.
Just want to tell us about the contract a little bit.
Sure, it's pretty simple. This is Locality Media, which is the system that we utilize for all of our permits, fees, plan reviews, and everything basically we do. We've been with them since 2009, and this is a add-on to the contract, which is going to finally bring us into the 21st century a little bit further, allowing us to utilize people to utilize credit cards to pay for their permits online, which is definitely going to help with our costs as far as administrative costs of having people do all the work with checks and moving things around like that. So this is a big step in the right direction. It will also help us with hazmat reports from hazardous materials incidents we go on, and several other functions that were somewhat labor intensive, which now could be more automated, which is something we've been pursuing for a long time.
Okay, thank you. And Legislator Schaefer.
I don't have any questions. I know I just said this to you personally, but for whatever public is left here, I just wanted to say thank you for all of your help. You've really been great for the office and great for the county. I know you're always so responsive when I've reached out. So I really appreciate that. That helps certainly make our jobs a lot easier, because fire marshal issues are big deals, so usually anyway. So thank you, Mike.
Well, thank you, and best of luck to you both in your future endeavors, and I'm sure we'll be crossing paths again in the future. And thank you to the legislature as a whole. I know several of the members are already gone home, but if it wasn't for your support, we wouldn't be able to advance a lot of the things we've advanced the past few years. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mike. And I would echo what Legislator Schaefer just said. It was long before you were the Chief Fire Marshal, you were the go-to guy to resolve issues, and we really appreciate your service and all that you've done. And you were always able to do it. So thank you.
So thank you very much.
Any other questions or comments for Chief? Nope. All right, thanks. Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas and have a good night.
Yep.
Thank you.
Controller, E151, 2023 with Markham Technology.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Nassau County Comptroller, I'm Charlie Castellara, Chief Counsel. You have a contract before you, the Nassau County entering into with Markham Technology to provide 1099 services, compliance and reporting services to the county. Each year, Nassau County has to provide between 3,000 and 4,000 1099 slips to individuals and vendors. We seek an outside vendor, Markham Technology, to help us meet that requirement. It's a tight window. We must get these 1099s delivered by the 31st of January. So there's a lot of work to be done. We have to compile information generally from 12 different departments within the county. The IRS requirements are becoming more difficult and more sophisticated, so we seek a contract with Markham to assist us. It's a 5-year contract, 3 years in the original term, 2 1-year options to renew with a maximum amount of $133,000. And we seek its approval.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Charlie. Any questions? You're all set.
Thank you.
That's good. Next one is with Public Works. It's E154, New York Coalition of Safety Belt Use. Is that being held?
Yeah, I think it was being tabled.
Okay. All right. We need a motion to table on that one. Motion by Legislator DeRidge-Whitten, seconded by Legislator Schaefer. All in favor of tabling, signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, item is tabled. The last contracts are with the County Attorney's Office. We have several, starting with E58, Cuomo LLC.
Good evening, everyone. Mary Norrie, Assistant County Attorney from the County Attorney's Office. Do you want me to do it in any particular order?
Yes. So
I mean, we
well,
can, there were 3 that were tabled. Wilson Elser had a new contract that was tabled. I think it was in October, and then they had an amendment tabled at the same time because I think was disclosure forms needed to be updated, and they have been since. And I believe that the IG's office, they were here, that they're on board, that everything has been addressed. And there was also a Cuomo contract that was tabled and kind of just got forgotten, but also tabled initially because updated forms needed to be done, and those are now, it's my understanding, being untabled. But if you want me to get into, the details, I can.
they've already been on table. They're before us, both the Cuomo contracts and Wilson Elsa. So, but generally, what Brian does is gives us a synopsis of why
Sure.
what we're doing.
I can do it.
It doesn't have to be elaborate.
Okay.
Just, yeah.
So the Cuomo contract, let's start with that one. There is a case called Goodman, and one firm, Wilson Elser, represents Nassau County, and we need a separate counsel for a Nassau County detective involved in the Goodman case that has allegations of malicious prosecution and so on. So the Goodman case needed 2 separate counsel because of the conflict, and that's for that one.
But before you move on, any questions on Goodman? On this first Cuomo contract? Nope. You can move on to the next one.
Okay. So then there's the Wilson Elser amendment to a contract for the CVA, which is the Crime Victims Act, and we needed to. The original obviously passed, and this amendment added additional monies. There are a lot of cases that were filed against Nassau County. I think I counted 24, and that was when the contract was done. But they're growing, and every day there's new cases that are being filed, and so we needed to add more money to the contract. This amendment added $600,000 to the original amount of $560. And we're partially encumbering $250,000.
All right. So, and also the Child Victims Act was extended, the statute of limitations was extended again, so that
Right,
probably
right. Child Victims Act, correct.
Yeah, okay. Any questions on the first Wilson Elser contract? Nope. You can move to the next one.
Okay, the second contract with Wilson Elser is for a new matter, and it involves 16 inmates that filed, the cases were consolidated. They filed against Nassau County allegations that they contracted COVID while they were inmates at the Nassau County Correctional Center.
Okay. All right. Any questions on this one? Nope. There we go. Last 2, Rosenberg's
Okay,
office.
Rosenberg. So the first one has to do with COBA. And so it's my understanding that we needed to address, the need came up very quickly to hire outside counsel because there was a potential employee action. I don't want to say too much, in violation of the Taylor law. And we needed counsel to step in immediately to see if there was going to be an affirmative action filed on behalf of the county. And then along the way, I was told nothing happened. But then I was contacted by Mr. Rosenberg, and he said, no, we didn't go forward with that after, I did my work, but I did the work, and I need to be paid for my services. And I said, absolutely. So at that point, we drafted a contract just to pay for the services rendered. So that's why it has a beginning and an end date.
Okay. All right. Any questions on this one? No. All right. Let's go to
And the last one,
Rosenberg.
also for Rosenberg, it's the Serena May case. So there was a conflict. It's my understanding that Serena May, actually, Judge Adams, our county attorney, was one of her victims, and he had to obtain a order of protection against her. And for that reason, our office can't represent the county,
Yeah,
so
makes sense.
we hired the firm.
All right. Very good. Any questions on this item? No. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, and best of luck to all the county
Thank you.
executive, legislators who are leaving. I've known Mr. Nicolello for a very long time. Best of luck
decades.
to you and Laura. Congratulations. I hope you have much success leaving us
Thank you, Mary.
behind.
Appreciate it.
Take care.
Thank you all. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, I'll make a motion to adjourn. Seconded by Deputy Presiding Officer Coppell. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All right, we're adjourned. Excellent.